right. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your girl Rita T coming back at you with a second video that I was supposed to do a long time ago. But that's a time for another story. Welcome to That Life, Shhh, Rita T. I'm your girl Rita T. And it is January 1. My son laughs when I say that. January 1st, 2025. And I said, let me start the new year off recording videos from my self-help therapy. I don't know if anybody else is going to see this, but I see it, putting it out there, and I'm coming to you with real grown life, black woman living shit. Yes, I will curse on this channel sometimes. We'll see what happens when I post it, if it ever goes more than just me or a couple other people watch it. But hey, cut it out, do what I need to do. I don't know all the rules to YouTube just yet, but hey, you think I would know by now because I started this channel 10 months ago, according to the history of it. But let me tell you what I've been up to these last 10 months. Have my notes right here, so when I look down, please forgive me because I got to see what I wrote. My whole journal for today that I wrote out. Probably can't really see it, but just a little bit what happened New Year's Eve and all this stuff. But by the way, happy, successful, financial, mental, physical, and peaceful, successful new year, all year for you guys. For me too. So let's see. Let's do a total recap of 2024. Let's see. This time last year, I was coming off of a 2-month mental health leave from work. I was back at work I think I went back in October of 2023. And of course, October, then the holidays come up. It was a little stressful. It had a whole new system I was trying to get used to, but things wasn't going well at work. It was becoming more stressful, still stressful. It was a new management team. Didn't know nothing about that. But as of this time last year came around, it was my mental health they were still giving me triggers. So I ended up trying to work through it. They were trying to put me on PIPs, but not PIPs, because they had no official reason to put me on a PIP. So I'm going through things like that at work after coming off of a 7-month mental health stress leave. I was at work a full 2 months and didn't get no training of the new things that was going on. I had to figure it out myself, which I did, but it was still issues. So they were trying to find everything to throw at me and have me to react to it. And I had panic attacks at work, anxiety attacks at work. Didn't even realize I had those things going on before I went on my first mental stress leave. But anyway, the recap of that, I went on another mental stress leave January 31st, 2023. Just got off one. October 2020. January 2024, my bad. And just got off one October 2023. My doctor's like, they're going to give you a stroke. You're going to stroke out. You're going to be stressed out. We can't have you having more issues. You already have enough going on. And I was like, man, I'm working. I have a child to take care of. I can't just quit my job. I have to find something else to do. Something's going to have to give. Something's going to have to work. So before I left and took that second stress leave, I been working with the company long enough to have 3 to 4 weeks vacation. So I took one of my weeks vacation and put some time in. Was time built up? Took some time off. Put some vacation days in and went to hang out, just relax and free my mind. And they was trying to find my social media, find anything they could find to dig up to throw in my face. So, long story short, like I said, I took another stress leave at the end of January. And by the time it was time for me to go back to work, they was giving me the blues all through that time. Was not paying me my mental stress leave pay correctly. They still owe me a month pay. And I made the hard but stress relieving decision to quit that job. I decided to leave that company, that corporate job, because I prefer my life and my health and be here for my son over working for them. And many of you probably say, well, you gave them what you want, what they wanted. They was probably trying to fire you. They probably were. They were trying to find all kinds of things to fire me. But you know what? Do what you do. My peace of mind is worth more than anything. And when I left, I felt the hugest, biggest weight lift off of me. I was so happy to be away from it. To this day, when I think about when I used to get up at 3:45 in the morning so I could be to work at 6 and drive 45 minutes to work so I can miss that traffic. Oh my God. Just to be away from that is a big stress reliever. So I did that the end of June, July. I can't remember the regular dates. I can look it up, but it was around that sometime I stopped. And I remember my sister was like, okay, what are you going to do now? I was like, right now I'm just going to just let my brain relax for a while. And then I'll start looking for a job in a little bit because I just needed that break. I've been going hard for decades. How old I am. Working hard, putting myself last, and I just needed a break. So she was like, well, won't you file for unemployment? I was like, well, state of Texas, when you file for unemployment and you quit, you can't get it. And she was like, so what? Try anyway. All I can say is no. You did quit under duress, which I did. I quit because I was under duress, stressed out. Guess what I get? That's right, unemployment. When you quit under duress and you have documentation, they're going to ask for it. And baby, they don't, unemployment people don't play it. Oh no, you didn't want to quit your job. You have to quit your job because you was under duress. Yes, I was. And I guess the company could have fought it, but I guess they was like, whatever, just give it to her because we don't want a lawsuit, which I'm thinking about doing anyway. But anyway, that's what happened 2024. My dad passed in 2023. In 2024, stress leave, work, but I am been working with my mental health, working with my therapist, my psychiatrist, and learning how to just make sure I don't get stressed out. So now I've been home. I've been drawing unemployment for about like 4 months now. 4 or 5 is January now, so 4 or 5, and I'm just trying to see what's my next steps. I have some things in the work. I actually started a consulting company. I have many degrees, and one of my degrees are in industrial organization in psychology. Basically, I teach managers how to be better managers, how to run their companies. And when I see bad management, I can recognize it quickly. And I want to teach people how to be better people for their employers. And that is my goal to start and to push off. So that's a recap of 2024, kind of, got into still in my relationship. My son is doing good. My mental health is getting better because I have not pushed myself to stress myself on finding another job. I am taking my time, allowing myself to heal mentally and know what field I really want to go in until my consulting company takes off and I'm able to sustain myself with just that and to travel around the world to help anybody who needs it. So 2024 was all good. Had many gatherings with my family, just beginning to love me again, understand that was way more stressful than I thought it was. And I'm so glad that I was able to step away and still maintain my household. So, my life right now is going great. So let's see now. I want to do many things that I didn't do when I was a little younger, and said I put myself on a grind and I didn't really fulfill some of the dreams that I wanted to fulfill. So I think I'm going to do those now while I have the benefits to do those and see what happens. People can just tell me no. I just pivot and go another way. No stopping me. I still homeschool my son, and he's in 9th grade now, taller than me. And so I'm trying to see what is best for him. So anyway, as homeschooling and teaching them life skills and all those things. So my next thing to talk about my 2025 plans for YouTube and what I want to come across. For 2025, I'm just going to be this life with Rita T. I want to talk about what we go through as women in life, in the workplace, relationships, just plainly life. Answer questions for people that are younger who don't know how to handle certain situations in life. Relationship, jobs, stumbling blocks, friends, all those things. So that's my goal for 2025. Plus a couple more things I want to do that I'm kind of keeping it in cap to myself, because share everything with everybody. People just try to discourage you, and I don't really have those people in my life, but you never know. So I'm just trying to one little step at a time. But I have to say that I didn't realize my mental health was the way it was, and how a big of a strain it was on me, until I stepped away from that toxic job, toxic management, and really listened to myself to heal, because I had days, rough days. I mean, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and I'm not the person to do those. I'm the oldest. My family see me as a strong one. I sometimes see myself as the black sheep because I do things a little differently. And I'm very outspoken. They call me mean, but I'm like, how is it mean telling the truth? It's the way you say it. I've learned to sugarcoat things for a lot of people. So my bestie, she take it as I give it, and I take it as she give it, and I appreciate that. And I am beginning to deal with it more, with my mental health, my anxiety, my stress. And I've found I've had really rough days that only a couple of people knew. My son can feel it, and I don't want him to see that, but he has to see that this is real life and how to handle stress days. My mental health team has been great. They've taught me a lot of things to how to cope, how to recognize it, what to do for it. I had a lot of days laying in my bed and doing nothing, and feeling guilty about doing nothing. I had a lot of days just not wanting to do anything and doing the very bare minimum, not even cooking for my child. I'm glad he can cook for himself. I had to force myself, and in the summertime, I like to sit outside and sunbathe, because that vitamin D and that sun just gives me energy, and that really helped. And I had the time to do that. I mean, I like doing exercise. I literally stayed in this room a lot, a whole lot, and I just felt, oh my God, if you guys hear that, that is my son screaming in his room on the other side of the house playing video games. My God. So that's when I realized my mental health was really taking a hit. I was struggling. And this was last month. I had just a struggle episode, and I didn't know, I can't really talk to a couple of people in my life, because they get it but don't get it. They say they do. I don't know. I have a team of people that probably get it, but I just don't really share it that much. The relationship I am, he gets it, and he can feel it, and he really is there for me. And he just don't like to see me upset or sad or struggling. But I usually do it internal at home by myself and just cry it out in the shower or something. And I'm still working on it and trying to work my way through it. So I'm not perfect. I started walking again, exercising again. I started actually learning Muay Thai. My son takes it from professional classes. I can't afford to pay for him and I both take the class at the same time, but my honey is a coach and he trains me, and I go punch the bag and learn some stuff, and it's really helping with exercise and with some physical activity and with mental health. So I have to find things that it really works for me. I love listening to audiobooks. I love to read. I love to run, which I can't really do too much because of physical disabilities sometimes. And I do look for other jobs. I apply for jobs because of unemployment. I have to apply for jobs, at least 3 jobs a week, which is a lot when I come to think about it. So I get been turned down for every job. Get that. But I can't let that disappoint me because I'm blessed. I'm favored, but trying to figure out my next step. This is real life shit. I'm the big age I am. I'm starting over again, figuring out what I want to do, and there's 2 things I want to do. I wish I could do them simultaneously, but realistically, I cannot, and I don't want to pay for them. But I'm working it out. Which one accepts me first is what I'm gonna do, and so real life, real mental health. Don't be, and there's a lot of mental health stuff going on. People talking about it, and it's really, I'm gonna say this little one thing. Stop the video. Probably do another one, but I know a lot of younger generations, that Gen Z, they're really recognizing their mental health and encouraging people to talk to a therapist and all that. Sometimes it's hard for me to just take them seriously, especially if they're 30 and younger, about the mental health, unless they've been through a lot of tragic things. And I probably can't relate to it because I haven't been through really trauma. Well, I've been through trauma, but not some things that probably they've been through. I just can't take them seriously. Somehow. That's just my problem. That's me. But I've learned a lot from different age groups. But when it comes to life coaching, mental health, unless you've really been educated in it, I'm going to take some of your advice with a little grain of salt and see what works for me. Now, somebody my age who's been through some things, I'm listening up. I'm listening for cues because you may not have matured either. So, catch 22 sometimes, but it depends on the person and how I vibe and how my energy feels them out. Well, it's almost 16 minutes. 16 minutes now. Too long of a video, be yabbering about myself. So it's just to recap 2024. Welcome in 2025. From now on, I'm going to pick a topic. We're going to talk about it. Give you my opinions about it. Give you some life advice. And take it from there. So that's the recap of 2024. Welcoming in 2025. And no telling who may see this. May or may not ever, but it's therapeutic for me. And one day if somebody catches it, I hopefully helps you out. And if you want more details about what happened at my old job, the name of the company, I don't know if I can legally say anything about it now. I haven't started anything, but I might just keep it to myself until I'm over and done with that. But I am free from that toxic situation, and I am happy, and I'm mentally getting better every day. So thank you so much. Happy 2025. Do not let that world stress you out. Move along. Try your best. And your peace is everything. Your girl, Rita T. Happy New Year.